What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Really interesting news on the eve of Miguel Cotto's comeback fight, aka Reloaded. Him and Delvin Rodriguez are squaring off tomorrow, and it looks like some things Cotto related, all things Cotto, are being discussed. Bob Arum, who is currently working with Cotto, Cotto is a free agent, and he's kind of exploring his options at the end of his career. He recently switched trainers. He was with Pedro Diaz, and now he's with Freddie Roach, the acclaimed trainer. And Cotto is just looking to finish his last couple fights and call it a career. So Bob Arum went on record as saying he would like, if Cotto can get past Delvin Rodriguez, to make a fight with Sergio Martinez, either at 154 or middleweight or possibly a catchweight. Now, in my opinion, I love to see this fight. Why not? If Cotto looks good tomorrow, and that's an if, because in the Trout fight he looked very lethargic and he didn't look like vintage Cotto, but he did look good the fight before that. In the Mayweather fight, he gave Floyd some problems. Um, so it just really depends on how Cotto looks like. I don't think he's as done as some people think. I think people tend to exaggerate when, at least when you come to my channel, when I say a fighter's done, I truly believe that. Like, if I don't use, some people in the sport of boxing, you guys throw around these terms very loosely. A fighter loses one time and he's washed up. He's done. He's damaged good. He's shot worn. I don't look at that. When I look at fighters, when I say someone's washed up or damaged goods, they have to really prove that to me. Like Arturo Gatti, rest in peace. Towards the end of his career, like when he lost to Alfonso Gomez, I was like, damn, this does not look like the same Gotti that I know, that gave Mickey Ward hell, that fought Floyd Mayweather, even though Floyd was tagging him. But it didn't look like the same fighter. Same thing with Juan Lopez against Mikey Garcia. He did not look good to me in that fight at all. He looked like his balance was terrible. Miguel Cotto, despite if you think he's declined a bit or he's not the same since Margarito, he hasn't looked that bad. I think the Austin Trout fight was a lot closer than some people um, give credit. I think Trout convincingly won, but just the fight before that, he had a good fight and one of the best challenges for Mayweather in recent memory. So I don't think this dude is just as washed up as some of you guys make it out to be. I don't think he's anywhere near the level of like a Shane Mosley, where Shane Mosley hadn't had a win for 4 years. Cotto hasn't went 4 years without um, a win. So for Cotto, I think Cotto is his own worst enemy. Depending on how hard he trains and conditions his body, that's going to be dependent on how he looks in the fight and if this Freddie Roach chemistry works for him. But I don't think he's washed up as done. Like there's no one out there that he can beat. I don't believe that. I feel like you can mix him up with some of the top guys, and he can give them a tough fight and or beat them. So a fight with Sergio Martinez, I would love to see it. Two guys with good, solid resumes, been in the sport, kind of been on the decline in their recent fights, but I still think they may have something left, and we don't really know. And sometimes people rise to the occasion, maybe because the magnitude of the fight, it'll get Cotto and Sergio to bring their A game and train really hard. Um, I think Sergio Martinez, the last time he looked good, minus the 12th round, was against Chavez Jr. He was just boxing beautifully, moving, kept Chavez out of range from setting up his punches and everything. So I would like to see it. He didn't look good to me against Martin Murray. He had all the advantages, hometown advantage and everything. He just didn't look that great to me. So possibly the injuries he sustained in the Chavez fight, maybe he's not the same. Maybe it's his age. I don't know. So we'll have to see. But I would like to see it. And in interesting news, Bob Arum also was talking about Cotto and Sergio. He made some comments on Canelo, saying Canelo was a free agent. Recently, Richard Schaefer rebutted that and saying that Canelo is not a free agent, and in fact, he has a long-term agreement with Golden Boy for several fights, multiple fights planned out. So I don't know where Bob Arum's getting that from, or if Richard Schaefer is trying to cover something up that we don't know. From all I can see, all the interviews and all the press, it looks like Canelo is perfectly content with his agreement or whatever deal he has with Golden Boy. I know Canelo's a huge star, and he just received his first loss. but he doesn't seem discontent. And everything that I've seen, it looks like he appreciates Richard Schaefer, Oscar De La Hoya. Um, it doesn't look like he's discontent with his situation, but who knows? Behind closed doors, maybe something's different. But from everything I've seen, it looks like Canelo is happy with his situation. I know he has his own promotional company as well, but it looks like he's content with his working relationship with Golden Boy. So I don't really know what Bob Arum's talking about. And they're also talking about Canelo versus Cotto. I would love to see that fight too. It's really going to be dependent on what Miguel Cotto looks like against Delvin Rodriguez. I don't think Rodriguez is a world beater. I think he's a firm test, a tough test to see if Cotto is truly on the slide, on the B side of his career, or if he still has some good fights and good performances in him. And we'll see. I think Cotto, he's endured a lot. He's been fighting for some time. I don't think 154 is his best weight. I think he was kind of forced out of the 147-pound division based on poor training and conditioning and not wanting to do cardio and that kind of stuff, and gut it out to make weight. So he kind of moved up. So we'll really see what he brings to the table tomorrow. I'll get back with you guys. I don't think he's looked the best at 154. I think the lower weight divisions are more his claim to fame. But we'll see how he looks with Freddie Roach in his corner. Physique-wise, he looks like he's in great shape, and he's taking it seriously. And I think he knows the magnitude of the fight and what he has to lose. I mean, he's at a point of his career. It's really a crossroads for him. He's a Puerto Rican sensation. He's still a superstar. I think he'll still sell out and do good numbers at the venue. People like Cotto. He doesn't talk much. He's humble, and he's a warrior. So I'll get back on the horn with you guys tomorrow after the fight and let you know what I think. But going forward, like, just if he does look sharp, if he looks good, if he really makes a statement in tomorrow's fight and it looks like his partnership, his chemistry with Freddie Roach is there, hell yeah. I would definitely love to see him fight Sergio Martinez or even a Canelo. And I'll get back with you guys. Like I said, it's really depending on how he looks. If he looks garbage and he looks sloppy and barely skates by with the win, or if it's a controversial win, then I might suggest him hang it up. So it really depends on how he looks, and we will see tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think. Does he beat Delvin Rodriguez? Is he officially done? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.